because my biggest weakness is my breathing. From the sleep apnea, like I even got hypnotized. I mean, I got to go tomorrow again.
And as soon as you change your breathing, you start to change inside and you change it outside.
Alberto taught me emotion that it's all about my breathing. I don't leave my ass on the floor. So I basically pick up my hips as a hip escape, and then I hold that breath, but I pull myself up, I stay there, and then as I alleviate my hips back is when I exhale.
Right.
And then my arms go down on that one. So it's a 2-point breathing thing. Dog, I do 3 sets of 10 of those. I'm on fire after that.
Yeah, I'm a big believer in that.
Fire.
Breathing is gigantic.
Fire.
It's another thing that seems so simple.
Right.
It's another thing. You tell people, oh, you got to do some breathing exercises. Pfft. People go, I'm not doing that shit. I'm doing benching, bro. I'm going to build up my pecs, bro. Right? That's what people do. They don't think that breathing is difficult, but breathing exercises, this is what I tell people. Breathe in for 1 minute and breathe out for 1 minute. Tell me that's not hard. Just take a 1 minute breath in, look at a clock, and say, ready, go. And then breathe in for 1 solid minute, nice and slow. And then breathe out for 1 minute, nice and slow. You'll be fucking dead. You're not going to be able to do it.
Sure.
Most people can hold their breath for a minute, but if you tell them to breathe in for 1 solid minute, it's really hard to do. And then you go to like a yoga class and you take, yoga deep breathing, like pranayama exercises. Right. They're very difficult. And one of the things that when I first started doing yoga, like about 2 years ago, I really started getting into it again. The breathing exercises after class, when you're doing those breathing exercises, it was like my stomach felt soft. It felt like it was kind of weak. Like it would get tired doing those. I'm like, why is my stomach? And I was like, I'm just tired from yoga. Like, why is my stomach getting tired from breathing out, like pushing air out? It's so simple. Like I do, sit-ups and leg lifts and all this different stuff. Like, why is that difficult? Because it's a different kind of thing. And you're breathing, you're pushing air out with your diaphragm and your abdominal muscles. But now I can do it pretty good. But you get to like that Hicks and Gracie point. I'm sure you've seen that.
Right, yeah, absolutely.
Hickson starts pulling the muscles up in these weird ways. He makes them dance.
And it's so connected. Brain is connected to your breathing. The heart rate is connected to your breathing. And people don't understand how it's important, to regain access to a proper breathing. Yeah. Even for people, they used to think, okay, breathing for meditation. I'm not into the holistic style. No, breathing is good for everything. It helps you to visualize what you need to do it, reset your you can switch from your parasympathetic to the sympathetic
what are you saying? The what? Parasympathetic?
Yeah, nervous system, it's like if you breathe correctly, especially under stress, and you need to regain access to your cognitive presence, especially if you need to do something that is more complex. And you think about it. Some people, they're just thinking, okay, under the gas response, when my fight or freeze situation rises, and the situation is on, okay, I probably go to my gross motor skills. Yeah, but some people, like an advanced fighter and an operator, they need to go to access to gross motor skills and fine motor skills. Think about, I'm going to run across this room, and I need to use my gross motor skill to run faster, but I need to understand where am I going to find cover and maybe shooting back to a target. So now you have fine motor skills on and gross motor skills. I need to be able to get my peripheral view on because I can't stay in my tunnel.
So wait, hold on. Because your English is tripping me up.
Sorry, man.
That's okay. So what you're talking about is big motor skills like running and sprinting, and then being able to shoot like a gun.
Absolutely.
And being able to be very precise and very accurate. Which is
understanding, also interpreting where is the people is shooting at me from. So that's a complex, right? That's very complex.
So do you have guys do that? Do you have guys like lift weights and then go, or do like strenuous physical exercises, then go immediately to a range or on a range?
We do that, but also when we start to, what is the importance of learning how to recover fast? To using the breathing, recovery breathing, like the tactical breathing, something like you were talking about. The Navy SEAL, they used to do a lot. 4 minutes, 4 seconds in, holding for 4 seconds, releasing for 4 seconds, holding for 4 seconds. It's a very basic way to learn how to get back from the high intensity to above your RA max to, let's say, 85%, something that you can bring you back to a cognitive presence so you can make the right decision. That's important.
What you tell people to do, take a 4 second in and 4 second out, so you like slow controlling of the breathing.
That's the beginning of understanding, because when I be going, I need to start going into my nose and maybe taking a pause, go out through my mind, So my heart rate would be
in through the nose,
slowed
out
down.
through the mouth.
Right.
Yeah, that does seem to somehow or another slow down your heart rate for some reason.
Exactly, and that's when your heart is slow down. It's gonna give you a signal back to your brain. Oh, okay, now we switch. Now everything is under control, so you can make the right decision and you can get back to the fine motor skills if it's needed.
Right, and that obviously when you're training soldiers, it's got to be one of the most important things to do, to be able to operate under pressure and under like physical pressure
and make the right choice.
Yes,
because that's different. You know,
the not panicking thing, right?
The survival response will tell you do the things that maybe it's more logical to save your life, but sometimes, like I always use this example, we're gonna cross the street right now. You're gonna cross, you see the car, you're gonna freeze, and then you're deciding jump back or jump forward, whatever is your response to don't get hit by the car.
Right.
But maybe that take like 12 milliseconds. And if you've been training more to that kind of, let's say, alarm, you're gonna see the car and you wanna do, before you jump in and out, you're gonna look and see on the other side, because maybe you see the car, you jump back, you didn't see the car coming from the other part, and you got killed for the other car. That take a response of 300 milliseconds. So it's the amygdala will tell you to do whatever is needed to get out from the problem faster. But the long way of your brain response, if you've been training and you're becoming resilient to the kind of alarm and shock situation, you're gonna make the right choice. And for an operator, for a fighter, whatever, it's logical. Think about jiu-jitsu or chess game. Even those guys, they play chess. They're so under stress hour, the brain is cooking. And the guys make a move, and maybe they are not playing. And just, I see the move, I say, I got to move this way. The other guy is planning, taking more time to plan whatever is going on, because he starts to understand why you did that move. So it's not logical for me. I should be going that way. And in training, regaining access to your breathing, to your heart rate, to your brain control is fundamental. That's why I believe we need to be careful and understanding fitness is so important. We can do a lot of things. It's not just changing how the way they look. We can help different people in different things. And for some people, it's life-changing.
Yeah, the ability to be calm under pressure is something that very few people have. And they just don't, it's not something that they exercise. They don't get to do it on a regular basis. They don't get severely stressed, so that when they are in a severe stress situation and they have to make a critical decision, or they have to use fine motor skills in a critical situation, most people are just completely incapable of handling that emotional and physiological load. Sure. What is it about? There's something interesting about breathing in through your mouth that creates like a panic feeling, like when guys are tired. What is, I don't understand, like it's a shallow breathing thing that happens.
Yeah, they try to take too much air in, I believe.
That's what it is?
And they brace. The problem,
they brace.
When
so
they brace,
clamp up.
Yeah, we call it like a forced breathing, and it leads you into the fear reaction. And so for your brain, it's why are you bracing? You're bracing when you don't know something, or you're facing something you're never expecting. So for my brain, my database is been there before. In your life, you'll be freezing for something, and they will bring you back. Okay, this is a fear situation, so your sympathetic system is on, and you start to lose control.
Hit that panic mode.
I think it's so simple. How many times you tight your lace shoes,
right? And
sometimes when you're under stress, under something, you're a little bit losing control of your. Maybe we fight. We have a discussion, very intense discussion. And you can tight your lace, so that's already
you can't tie your shoelace because you're all out of whack.
Control.
Yeah. Breathing in. One of the things that you really learn that, like during yoga class, in very particularly stressful situations, it's so hard to breathe smooth. It's one of the things that I've learned how to do is to try to concentrate only on my breath, and it actually makes the exercise easier, which doesn't seem to make any sense, because before I'd just be concentrating on the exercise, and what I realized somewhere along the line is my breath is not very smooth, and I'm not doing a good job of controlling myself. So now when I'm in a situation like a really difficult, like standing bow pose or something like that, what I concentrate on more than anything, more even than the posture, is just my breathing. Concentrate on big, slow, deep breaths. And I swear it makes it like 10% easier. Just concentrating on the breathing makes everything easier. And Chrome Gracie said that too when he was in here. We were talking about jiu-jitsu, and he's like, it's breath, man. Breath is everything. And once you can control your breath, once you understand how to control your breath, it makes those positions better, makes jiu-jitsu easier, makes everything better.
Sure.
Your breath, control your breath, Joey.